meanwhile, sometime later, then, next. Phrases we hear and read yet don't pay much attention to. Those transitional parts of the story being told, taking us from where we were to where we're supposed to be. We read chapters of a story as if they happened immediately after the last one finished. But often, the time in between is longer than we think. You know, it's easy to look at our lives right now, to see where we're at, the place or position that we find ourselves in. For some of us, God has even revealed some of the picture about the future plans He has for us to walk in. But the space between the now and the future destination can feel so vast. Just think of Joseph back in Genesis 37. God reveals His plans and purposes to Joseph through his dream, and then we see the fulfillment of this prophetic vision in Genesis 42. Now that's only 5 chapters away, but years of waiting, years of silence, years of in between. Even as we read the life of Jesus, we jump in Luke 2 from his birth to a young boy in the temple in just one verse with a passing reflection. Verse 40 says, "And the child grew and became strong. He was filled with wisdom, and the grace of God was on him." Then again, a super fast leap in the story as then Jesus begins his ministry decades later. You see, the meantime, the in-between doesn't always make for a fascinating read. It isn't the stuff that they make movies about. The wait is not glamorous, but it is so essential. It's the time where we learn to trust God and His word over us, even when we can't see the change yet. It's the preparation of our character during this time that will sustain us in the season of promise ahead. It's the soil in which the seeds God has planted in us take root and begin to grow. So much happens in the darkness of the soil before we see the green shoots begin to break out. But here lies the challenge. So often we can give up just before the breakthrough, at the 11th hour. We become disheartened in the place where we have received the promise, but we're waiting for the fulfillment of it. But don't lose hope. For what God begins, He sees through to the end. Hold fast to His promise over you. Don't be afraid of the in-between, for what is cultivated there will sustain you into what is held for you in the future. In this season, begin to choose thankfulness. Thank God for the distance that He has brought you. Thank Him that you're not where you were. You know, you may not yet be where you need to be, but be encouraged. While there is breath in your lungs, you have purpose, and He's not done with you yet. Bless you.